My definition of a prestige artist is an artist that's fully allowed to sort of break the bounds of what they're known for, to explore without the pressure of, you know, the fear of being dropped. And a lot of the problems that hip hop artists have is that 99.44% of us are under the pressure to deliver. And there's really no rooms for mistakes or any setbacks or failure. Any misstep is a failure, you know. And so,
or any attempt to go in a new direction that's not explicitly commercial.
I mean, it's not to say that some haven't tried that, but usually some do so out of sort of self-saboteur thing, or some rebel without a cause. You know, guns, oh, I'm gonna go out guns a-blazing and just do something crazy. Like, I can name a few artists that have done that. But, you know, it's always been, I mean, once I learned early that we weren't gonna have, there's something I mentioned in the book about having a Bentley moment. Like, every rapper imagines their life is gonna be this Hype Williams setting of just people throwing confetti money on you and slow motion women and wine and champagne everywhere, like that whole typical fantasy. And once we realized, like, not even our first album, like our first single, like we're gonna be the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer of the hip hop community. So that's when I learned, like, oh, okay, so it's gonna take us, we could get to the goal, but we're gonna have to go the scenic route of getting there. And so, you know, there really wasn't I felt there wasn't a prestige artist in terms of the hip hop world. Like, there isn't a Dylan. Like, I mean, Jay-Z isn't gonna go through his like Christian phase or his electric phase or his, you know what I mean? Like, that sort of thing. And not to say that we're going through that, but once we got the Tonight Show, that's when I stopped losing sleep over, oh God, are we gonna get dropped? Are we gonna get dropped? Well, small story I'd never told anyone. We got dropped for an hour on my birthday, January 20th, 2010, a year to the Fallon date. Our 1 year anniversary at Fallon. Like, 2009, we were in our very last date in Korea. I remember Obama just got inaugurated. We flew home, and then our next day was Fallon. And because we had missed so many deadlines, L.A. Reid was just like, you know, I don't know, this might not work. So maybe it's best if we part ways. And then I kind of pulled the heartstrings. I was like, come on, man. It's my birthday, man. Like,
that's fantastic.
He's like, will you deliver this record? Will you promise to you better have this thing turned in 2 weeks from now. Okay, I promise. And then we turned in, what album was it? I think it was How I Got Over. But since that point, I just realized, like,
that's the perfect title for it.
Yeah, How I Got Over, right? I think since that point, our whole goal, ever since that point, when I realized just that easy we could have gotten dropped, I always felt like the next record was going to be the last record. So it's always like, what do you want your last statement to be? And for me, what's more important than any chart success is, like, really, what does this album mean as a piece of work?